Good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Alex Wood gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Digging in, Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. Again, a 1-2. Still 1-2. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. He's got to hurry. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at third. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Melky Cabrera. Here it comes on 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up. Jeanette is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing, strike 2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. couldn't get the bat on it. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Just underway here in Cincinnati. Hit on the ground out toward Jeanette at second. Reined in. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
And here's Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the Reds have their first hit of the season.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitters got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Taillon, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself, but make you put the ball.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay